Tractor systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
This is your man, Flo Rida.
Hey, what's happening? It's your little homie Plies, man.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Bow Weezy, man. Check it out.
What's good? It's your boy W over here with Classic at 702.5 FM. Nothing but productive vibes. Let's go.
Can everybody hear us?
Can everybody hear us? There we go.
Testing. Y'all know it's a vibe.
All the time.
NPM Entertainment
All the
here
time.
on HOT702.5 FM radio. Special shout out to everybody, all our fans, everybody that's tuning in. Y'all continue to tune in and get the messages that we have for y'all. Continue to stay on mission, right? It's a productive vibe. Y'all know we're here for the plays. Today's mission. So, it's going to be some good information for y'all, right? We're not shedding pounds on the show, but we are dropping feelings. Get out your feelings about
Dropping them.
everything. Just let it go. Get out your feelings, right?
And I know y'all seen us before. Heard us on there before
Now
you could see us,
us.
but now you can see us. We was just saying hey anyway. It's getting warmed up. And we thank y'all for hanging with us. We thank you guys for spending time. I want to give a special thank you to the artist. This is a complete vibe. It took me a little bit of time to figure out what the vibe was going to be for today. What was the mood? What was my feeling?
We normally
What were my
catch
feelings?
It took a little bit longer.
But I
this
caught a
time.
nice one for y'all. So hopefully y'all stick around, listen to the vibe in general while we talk productively. The tracks are coming in. They are super lit. We appreciate it. We got some exclusives today. We got an artist joining us. Just wait. We gonna give it to y'all real quick. But to the artist, submit your tracks. Go to Classic at NPM Entertainment.com and that's the email. Send us over some hot stuff to join to this rotation because we want to see you involved.
Absolutely. And we always want to know, what are y'all drinking on while y'all vibing with us?
What's the
okay?
sip today?
What you drinking? What you sipping? Let us
you got in your
know.
glass?
Drop it in the chat. What is this?
I made it. You want me to tell everybody what I made?
Yeah.
Look, I'm happy this is my little concoction. She usually get us straight. So today I had to get us straight. This is actually, and I'm going to say it right this time, Ensign, which is a
peach cognac.
It is.
It's like peach crown, but it's better.
It is. It's smoother. I want y'all to try it. Y'all know we got it from Total Wine. In a minute, we're going to get that sponsorship. We've been having some good conversations. We keep shouting out Total Wine. We want to see Total Wine go ahead and sponsor this segment. We would appreciate the What You're Drinking segment to be sponsored by Total Wine. But we got some triple second here. We got some Roses Lime. Actually, it's a smooth
drink. I like it.
You'll see when the words come out real fast that it got us. It's good. You know, when I talk a lot, I might be under the influence.
That part. So if y'all don't have a drink, definitely get you one. Let's toast to the weekend, toast to this Saturday, y'all, and just tune in for the vibe.
Got it. Last week's productivity actually led us to talk about the power of habits. It's life-changing to build habits, you guys. Motivation will run out. We want to rely on routine, muscle memory, discipline, because habit kicks in when your motivation runs out. And just for sometimes you're just not in the mood. And if you go off of just not being in the mood, you're going to get to why we talking about get out your feelings today.
Exactly.
Check out the full playback. It's on Classic Talks Podcast. Listen for free on most major platforms. Start with Spotify. Head over to nextplay.ent on IG. Check out the stories. I have it linked for you guys to take a look at. But the order of the vibe has been set. Get Out Your Feelings is already here. We got a hot seat segment, creative talent, X ReeZie.
X ReeZie
joining the
in
vibe.
the building, joining us for today.
If y'all ain't heard no music, man, Google X ReeZie. She ain't playing. I think she ready to go. Definitely got some gems you can turn into productivity you can use. And we want to make sure you use this mood to set the mood for your day. Set the vibe for your day. The lineup is dope like every other day. And other than that, you know what I want to know. What plays have y'all
did
made?
Everybody make?
What's going on? Drop them in the chat. Call into the studio. We'll take the call live today because I'm really interested into knowing what plays. Did everybody get their feelings this week?
Did y'all get out y'all feelings this week? And y'all can call us 702-551-5261 if you want to call and chat with us.
Cool. Well,
for me,
what plays? You know, I want to know.
So my last couple of weeks has been really, really busy. So I don't know if I mentioned to you guys, but I am on a real estate journey that I'm starting. So I've been, I don't want to say stuck. I've been really focusing on the real estate side. My classes I have to complete, testing, studying. I'm coming to the end of the class. So I've been swamped.
Yeah. And honestly,
that portion.
You guys, sometimes, hopefully you don't think that I know what her plays are. When we get into this conversation, on the paper is just saying, what play have you made? And this is good news for me. I've watched the class all week. I've watched her sit in class all week. She even stood me up last night, y'all. We was told we had plans. We had to be somewhere. Class ended and she was like, oh, what time you leaving? Like she was sending me off. So it's been a good weekend.
I've been so tired. It's been a lot of late nights and early mornings for me.
But we're gonna celebrate these wins. That these plays that she's making is gonna lead to some wins, and we're gonna celebrate them just as hard as we talk about the plays and push for that. We want to make sure we celebrate the wins on the other end. So coming through this week for me, it's just been a tough week. In general, everybody knows I work in healthcare, the healthcare industry. I work in, we can just say corporate operations. I coach, right? And it's been hard to coach so many perceptions. We're going to jump in and talk about the different perceptions, especially around COVID in some of our news. But It's just been some hard, tough conversations to get through this week. But, not a bad week. Not a bad week. I've looked people in the eyes and got some of their perceptions, and once you hear people's story, you have a better understanding of who they are, where they're trying to go, and there's purpose behind it. Everybody has a foundation and a goal that they're working towards. So if we can get out, hear some more stories, we can learn how to work together. So Not a bad week at all. And it's that kind of week for me that I want to just start with the vibe. We're going to give you something from X ReeZie, who's joining us. We're going to give you something from X ReeZie right away. Let you know it's called See How You Love. X ReeZie. Stay tuned, you guys.
Breaking off another hot exclusive mix.
Ginger me, boy, when I come through. Win for win, no, we just can't lose. A tit for tat, no, we just don't do. Kiss me back, cause my love's so true. That's a fact, one that I can prove. Just one chance, I did not need to. You're the last thing, no backup to. They say the best things in life are free. Leap of faith, promise not to leave. If it's fate, then in time we'll see. Woman, invest in reality. It's for life for me, every night with me. I feel me, you go, I feel me. When you say you love me, don't just say you love me. Won't you show me something? See how you love. See how you love. Baby, trust. I see you in full and it's more than just lust. Way past the sheets so I can't get enough. There by my side from dawn until dusk. Stay by my side through the night and then some. Finding each other, how lucky for us. Together forever and turn back to dust. How can I place nobody else above? You're all I want, it's just you that I love. You are the reason I smile so much. Holding you close like you're made out of luck. Love conquers all and we've made it this far. No one and nothing can tear us apart. Them in the past, all they left me with scars. You took the pieces and stitched up my heart.
That's X ReeZie. You guys, you see how you love. We got some extra exclusives for y'all coming through. We appreciate that one for sure. Getting us right in the mood.
Absolutely. I like it. I like it a lot.
I do too. And you guys, welcome back to A Productive Vibe. You're rocking with QUINN and Classic. We want to make sure that there is good conversation around not necessarily getting out your feelings, but understanding why we have to get out of our feelings, right? We have to understand. Last week we talked about the power of habit. Learn that a habit a day will keep bad decisions away, right? So you choose habit over motivation, and you do it because sometimes you don't feel like it. And with this episode being about getting out your feelings, I like this topic because it makes sense. Like, you want to focus on how many choices, how many decisions, failures you start with, that follow thoughts and feelings that could lead you into some dark places.
I totally agree with you on that. I also wonder, do people even realize how being in your feelings or holding on to things can affect a lot the mission you're trying to accomplish?
Yeah.
Right?
Put you in a bad place. So I wonder, do people even realize that? I have a question for you though, Classic. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that people are always looking for or in their feelings about things? Yeah, you know what? I do the second part of it. I do think people are always looking for a feeling. In the time that we're living in, really quick with social media, things come to you fast and hard. Like, you're looking for a certain feeling, whether it's validation or acceptance, hope, affection, safety. When you think of what's going on with the Taliban in Afghanistan, peace, respect. Like, people are looking for feelings. The slippery part is when you find what you're searching for, your feelings are dictating how you move, right? So once you put your feelings into place, it could take you away from the mission that you're supposed to be on, because you're following, the feelings versus the fact. Or what you're supposed to be focused on is not what you're focused on, because your feelings have you somewhere completely different. When we think about just how we transition through life, a lot of people wake up like, I don't feel like it today.
Yeah.
It's not because you shouldn't. It's not because you shouldn't show up. It's just, I don't feel like it today. So the biggest thing is making sure that you take uncontrolled feelings and move them out of the way, because they change your character. And when you have uncontrolled feelings, you got to label them. You got to figure out how long you're going to sit with the feeling, and then you got to get rid of it. But getting rid of it is not covering it up. It's not, blaming it on somebody else or trying to help somebody else through a situation so you feel more about it. You really address the feeling, let the trauma go behind it if it's some trauma with it, and let it come out of your thoughts. You got to be able to control the guest list to your thoughts. You choose that.
That was good. That was real good.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That was a good way to answer that.
Yeah.
Being in your feelings sometimes gets you what you want, but once your feelings change, it won't be enough, right?
So the easy one is, people go for raises at work. All right, if I can get $1 more, or if I can change the position in this position, give me, 50 cents more. Now they're happy, right? The raise came, they're excited. But the bigger thing is, it's a difference between preference and purpose.
Yes, it is.
And I think when we think about it, and I coach on this often, the reason why we talk about habits before we get out your feelings is you have to consult with your feelings, right? You have to determine what is the foundation. And if the foundation is slippery, if it's just you making a move out of how you feel versus where is the intended destination, sometimes we get what we want in our feelings, but it's not going to last for a long time. That dollar raise don't last for a year. Don't last,
exactly.
Because all you did was now I got more money, I'm spending more money. The outcome is different than what we thought, because the dollar filled the purpose of filling. It didn't fill us to our next destination and purpose, and it's a difference there. Definitely. So I think feelings are a huge indicator to check your thoughts. When I'm in my feelings, I usually can draw it back and say, what happened?
What happened? What made me feel this way?
Right?
Like, what just happened?
What's going on today? So it's times where you wake up and you're saying, I don't feel like it. It doesn't matter. if I give myself an excuse, I talk myself out of things. Feelings make you talk yourself out of things. Think about when you wake up tired. You know what? Let me just send a quick text, cancel this meeting. All right, I've got the early. I'm up, ready to go, talking to one of my clients, and the text is early. Hey, had trouble, no internet. Like, okay,
I agree.
That's the third time, but you didn't catch it because your feelings are dictating how you gonna tell me you're not doing it today. So to answer your question, the original question, it's not a matter of if it's enough. It really is the understanding of getting out your feelings and determine what's necessary. Don't follow your feelings, follow what's necessary, what could be done next.
Look, y'all, this is going to be a good conversation. I really hope that everybody is tuning in for this vibe.
Caribbean Queen is by Jensa. Y'all check it out.
Caribbean girls, yeah, Caribbean girls, Caribbean girls. Tried from the islands, Turks and then Caicos. Enough girl love me now Barbados, shell down Tobago. Trinidad girls all over me, them now let go. You don't want a boy, you need an African king. Real lion strength to make a lioness win. Take you some place where you never yet been. Living the life where you really want to live. Trendsetter girls come from the Caribbean. Wind up your body till the reggae jam done. Latina girls know if you have some fun. Take you to Jamaica, welcome home. Touch on the villa. Straight jeans and marina, you shine like a star, could no cleaner. Hot like Selena. Wait now you clean a little more, me and you in the beamer. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Couldn't be no realer. The way that you whining, the transform the night Cinderella. Moment for treasure. You give me pleasure, Picasso, me draw up your figure, burning the dance floor, making me want more. Me new sexy girl from Singapore, dance I'll get hardcore. Tick tock, me keep score. You mailing first next Caribbean tour. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Tried from the islands, Turks and then Caicos. Enough girl love me now Barbados, shell down Tobago. Trinidad girls all over me, them now let go. You don't want a boy, you need an African king. Real lion strength to make a lioness win. Take you some place where you never yet been. Living the life where you really want to live. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Queen of the town, run the town. Wind up your waist, carry on. Baby, your waves got me blown. Independent alone. Caribbean music.
Hey, welcome back, you guys, to A Productive Vibe. We are back, and we talking, get out your feelings. That's what today is all about. And before we get out our feelings, we want to talk about the news.
We're going to jump into this news.
There's a couple pieces of news that we're going to talk about today that actually got me in my feelings. So I gotta figure out how to shake it right now. But let's jump right in. What's the news you can
shake it off
this week?
You got to shake it off. Okay, so the news. As y'all all know, our hometown, the Bucks, Milwaukee, they took
Bucks and 6 championship.
Right? Just had to bring that back up because Giannis making some moves. He is part owner of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Hey, I think that is extremely dope. It couldn't happen to me, a more honorable, humble guy.
Exactly.
And did you pay attention to his? I guess I'd just call it like a conversational interview where he said he just wants to make people feel happy. He want to bring another championship. He want to buy another team.
He's like, listen, this is my home.
Milwaukee got the formula for for the Bucks. I do feel that Bucks players and having a chance to meet Peter Fagan and the president, and they really do take care of the players. It's easier sometimes in those smaller franchises to take care of your folks, and I feel like Milwaukee is, and we're not one of the bigger markets. We do got a championship. Don't forget it. It was Bucks and 6.
Don't forget it.
But we're not a New York or LA type of franchise when you think of Milwaukee Bucks. But we have brought some noise. We had over 100,000 people, during COVID, but 100,000 people just gathered outside just to say we here.
Like,
so
we here, we represent.
Big congratulations out to Giannis.
Congratulations.
I'm glad he
to
do
Giannis.
own the Brewers. Now that I'm gonna be even more in tune. I already picked out my jersey. I want the jersey they gave him with Giannis on the back. Can we get the
Giannis
owner's jersey? I absolutely do.
Right. This made me feel away, y'all. I'm sorry. Tesla, they are possibly coming out with something called
Just say it.
a Tesla bot.
You hate it.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. So Elon Musk revealed the first look of what they are calling a Tesla bot, which is an artificially intelligent robot device that's supposed to help humans with tasks.
No, put the adjective in front of the task. This made me feel like iRobot right here. What was the adjective that Elon Musk?
Dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks
I don't
that
have
humans
no dangerous,
don't
repetitive,
like to do.
boring tasks. Do you guys have dangerous, repetitive, boring tasks? I feel like iRobot. Like, you're in danger.
I was just gonna say,
they
like, this
snatch
is
you
just,
out the car.
It's just giving me iRobot vibes, which ain't no Tesla bot gonna be nowhere near my home or inside my home. My son was like, "Ooh, Tesla bot." I said, "No, go watch iRobot. You won't think about a Tesla bot after that." And he watched it, and he was like, "Oh no,
nah,
we good, Mom, we good."
Just the word he used. I know dangerous was put into it had to be put into the makeup. He put dangerous, just repetitive tasks. I was trying to think of a dangerous task. Maybe send on a letter to hang something. Like, are you going? Dangerous task. But y'all tell me what dangerous task is.
Right, but then he stated a task as in going shopping to pick up your groceries. I'm like, that don't add up to dangerous, repetitive tasks.
I don't want a robot to monitor dangerous.
That was the wrong example to use. So this bot is supposed to be the height of 5'8", weighing 125 pounds, with various cameras in the head of the bot, of course. And it's the same cameras that are used in Tesla vehicles, and it's pretty much to operate this bot, y'all.
I want to know if y'all are gonna get the bot. So I know it's coming.
Be a lot of people that's gonna get this bot.
They released the information on it. It's intended to be friendly and navigate through the world, built for humans. So the last part of it, built for humans, but nonetheless. Let us know if you're going to get it. We do want to hear, how do you guys feel about it? Sometimes it gets uncomfortable that we're already feeling like we're being pushed onto a grid, whether it be digital money, your cars are electric. But what's going on with the bots? Let's see kind of where we are with that.
We are real big on devices and electronic things in our homes, but listen, this will not be a part. Sorry.
Not coming in.
Not. But yes. Some news on weather. There's a tropical storm that's been going through and hit Florida last weekend. It's supposed to hit New England, and if so, it will be the first hurricane. It's supposed to change to a hurricane. Be the first hurricane that New England has since '91. That's a long time.
It is. And it got all the way up to England.
And it got all the way up to New England, up the coast. So it's expected to head up the East Coast today, actually. The hurricane is expected to be 12 miles per hour with 75 miles per hour winds and flood warnings up to 5 feet or more of rain. And also, the storm is also supposed to hit Long Island first before New England.
Sure.
And if so, it will be the first hurricane that Long Island has had since '85.
Interesting.
Playing with this weather, y'all. They playing with the weather. COVID. So let's start with COVID. 51.8% of individuals in the United States are fully vaccinated, right? Total doses that were given, 361 million doses have been given so far and counting. people that are fully vaccinated is only 170 million. So do the math. People are either got the one shot, didn't get the second, probably won't get the second. But that number is kind of off for me. So booster shots are expected to be available in October, and still no approval for the vaccine from the FDA.
We're not going to kill the COVID conversation. We have committed to tracking it, following it. We have, we try and use the most factual numbers. And when I say try, it's hard now to find factual things.
It is.
Whether you're looking at the CDC or whatever, it's confusion. If I had to give it one word, it's been confusion. The CDC, the WHO, or the WHO are being, challenged by experts, physicians, health researchers who believe the vaccine is more dangerous than helpful, right?
Exactly.
So whatever side you lean on, there's somebody in an expert, I guess, role that will agree with you, whether you're unvaccinated or vaccinated. Somebody will agree with you on both sides. What has been interesting, and we talked about Dr. Robert Malone, is the researcher who discovered the in vitro and the in vivo RNA transfection and inventor of mRNA vaccine. So this is also a part of the COVID vaccine that we are speaking of. He's gone on record to say that he doesn't think people should get the jabs. So the researcher, creator, founder, whatever you want to call him, saying not to do it, and that's ultra weird. That's confusing. But I think the bigger fight is in between, what the news or media is putting as unvaccinated or vaccinated, right? Mm-hmm. This is a pandemic of the unvaccinated, but the CDC and other supporters of the vaccine are running into the hard fact that vaccinated people's immune systems are being altered to block the virus, to show little to no symptoms when they have it, but they are carriers. So it's not that they can't get it. There's a blockage that makes it so that the symptoms are not as harsh or deadly, right? Exactly. So vaccinated people are the super carriers because it's undetectable and they have no symptoms. So when folks are trying to figure out, is it the vaccinated people or not? Remember, we're in the middle of summer and this is a full blown cop out. We haven't even been into winter. Flu season is around. We're not even going to get into that piece. But we have to just be very mindful and careful. There have been so much division, even in the home. I've spoken to husbands who are vaccinated or not vaccinated, and their wives are the opposite. I'm getting a vaccination. I don't care if he doesn't. What does that look like? What does that look like?
In your home, with your family, it's causing divides. With your friends.
Period.
It is.
So, per usual, do enough to stay safe. Do enough to make sure that you and your family are in a place where, vaccinated or not, you are being mindful. You are taking control of your health, being aggressive about, strengthening your immune system, regardless of if you're vaccinated or not. Exactly. And just be ready for anything. We don't know what the hell is in the air. We don't know what's in the world. The variants change daily. So the way to protect against it is become the healthiest person you can be.
So many variants out here. It's a whole nother variant brewing up, and they're saying this one is going to be worse than the Delta variant. Yeah. So it's like, it's always something. But again, everybody stay safe.
Yeah. So we want to get into the reason we here today. All right, we want to get into our guests. We're going to start it off. We jump into the vibe. We got Cash Out by Dello Ice. But when we come back, we want to bring on X ReeZie. We want to talk to her about just the versatility in the music. Yes. We've listened to the music all week. We've had X ReeZie in rotation. You guys have heard Say Less. Even gave the thumbs up to make sure it stays in rotation. So we want to bring her on and talk just a little bit about, what is that? Who are you? Right. I've heard the Nicki Minaj type of go off rap. I even sound like some little singing is in there somewhere. Yes, so I want to know.
I love it.
I do too. I just want to know where it goes. So let's jump into the vibe. Cash Out by Dello Ice.
I got all this love for you, baby. Let me be your man. She make me wanna cash out. Leave the streets alone, go to school, pick up my plan. She make me wanna cash out. Take a loan down, buy a house and own my land. I know I may be hard to deal with. I do understand. I got all this love for you, baby. Let me be your man. she made me wanna go take a trip. All let's dip, just me and you. I'll take you all the places that you wanna go. I'll let you take control. I speed it up, slow it down, cause you like to take a trip. Come on, let's dip, just me and you. I'll take you all the places that you wanna go. I'll let you take control. I speed it up, slow it down, cause
my baby be my baby be my number one supporter of all. I finally found the real one. Yeah. I'm finally trying to build something. Yeah. So baby, give me your hand in exchange. I'll give you my heart. I love you. You love me so hot they gon' tear us apart. It's me.
And that's Cash out with Dolo Ice. I want to make sure you guys, before we go further, I want to let you know how to get connected with NPM Entertainment Studios. We are tapped in on IG at nextplay.ent. Make sure you check out the Facebook, the YouTube. We have a lot of content, some that we want to make sure that you get into. And we are on YouTube and Facebook as NPM Entertainment Studios. And trust the studios, they get back to you, they respect your time. Start with a complimentary strategy session. Talk through your next play, see if we can win together. Head over to www.npmentertainment.com. If you think you can bless the mic during the classic hot seat segment, listen on HOT702.5, then you've got next. That means the hot seat is for you, and we want to welcome you. The mic welcomes the brand, the artist, the athlete, the business owner, anybody with a next play mentality. And today we have a true creative. We have creative X ReeZie, and I want to make sure we bring her right through. Y'all should be able to see her now. We want to mute her now. We want to hear from you, though. We appreciate it.
She's here. Yes, welcome. We are so glad that you are here with us. Glad that you're vibing with us, and we just want to know, where you from? Who is X ReeZie?
Well, originally I'm from Detroit.
Okay.
And I came out here from Arizona. I've been residing there for more than 15 years now, so kind of local there too.
Nice. Okay. We got, of course, an exclusive coming. One of her exclusives, of course.
And we got two exclusives in the lineup. They heard the first one. The second one is.
Oh, you're right.
Man, so
I heard the first one. It was
she
the
brought
one
gifts.
We brought in through the intro.
You know I like new music.
Exactly. So if you can just let us know about the track, introduce the track, and let us know what it's about.
So the track that I believe we are about to play is Sheep. Yes. I just finished it, and this one I go real hard. I did this because my advisor, like they really liked the rap version of me. I had softened up a little bit in Arizona coming from Detroit. And so I had to show them that I really know how to get down, and so this is kind of what that was about. You know, it's about money and making it happen and chasing your dreams, but ultimately, I was kind of flexing a little bit on the mic. Is more so what's going on.
She definitely
we like the flex.
She definitely flexed a little bit. So we're gonna bring it in.
And let us know how y'all feel about this. With all means, we let the artist tell us. We gonna go right into X ReeZie Sheep. All right.
Breaking off another hot exclusive mix.
One in a meal, one in the same. Out in the field, up in the paint. Never before has it been done like this, but there is a first time for everything. Making it bang, you hearing me coming but couldn't react. You couldn't do nothing, I'm coming too fast and rolling with hitters, fall flat on your ass. You won't know what hit you, we here to cash checks. What you expect? Step on the scene, command your respect. Show me what you all about, and then baby, I'm about to be on to what's next. Ain't trying to sleep, ain't count no sheep, just count this money, you know what I mean? Ain't count no sheep, we in too deep. We countin' money, you know what I mean? Ain't count no sheep, cause we in too deep. We countin' money, you know what I mean?
It's funny they say that money isn't everything, but for the money we be doing anything. I started counting money when I meditate. I be grinding harder just for a better day. We started making currency in clever ways. That's why never something that I never say. I will do what I gotta do to elevate. You're not the homie, you don't help me concentrate. I used to contemplate, had to get compensated. Now the motto is hustle and motivate. Money's crooked, but I'm keeping my family straight. College ain't helping me, why did I graduate? I'm going up and it's time to accelerate. I decided to have houses and getaways. I cannot take this money up to heaven's gate. Bury it with me and let it disintegrate.
Ain't count no sheep, we in too deep. We countin' money, you know what I mean? Ain't count no sheep, cause we in too deep. We countin' money, You know what I mean? I step on the scene, I'm a lyrical genius and know you ain't touching my flows. X ReeZie, I make it look easy, kick rocks when you see me, I know how it goes. I'm a verbal assassin and that's if you asking, my content is crushing you hoes. Ain't nobody in it that do it like this, bitch, and that's why I'm taking the throne. I'm a boss supreme, so by when you see me, you know I'm just playing the role. Like nobody business, I spit it so vicious and that's why I'm queen of the zone. I know we in AZ and out in the desert, but damn, I'll be making it snow. And that's cause you scratching the surface of X ReeZie, baby, you know I'm out cold. Ain't count no sheep, we in too deep. We counting money, you know what I mean? Ain't count no sheep, cause we in too deep. We counting money, you know what I mean? We counting money, you know what I mean? Bang, bang. We counting money, you know what I mean? Hit ya. We counting money, you know what I mean?
We're back. That was a good sound. I appreciate it. Thank you for submitting that one. Just you guys heard the first song we played, Sheep. We gonna get all into the versatility, but that was the same artist, X ReeZie, and we appreciate it. We know that you have a next play mentality, and just so you guys know, the concept of a next play mentality is having a winning mindset. Really, if you want to give one good definition, it's the mindset to push forth on whatever mission you're trying to accomplish. Become the clearest version of yourself, and I think. Let's get right into the questions for X ReeZie because I'm for sure you got a next play mentality and we want to hear about it.
Absolutely. Definitely sounds like she has a next play mentality. All the versatility in the music that we done heard, I'm a fan. So, X ReeZie, if you can tell us what's something you have to remind yourself to get out your feelings about.
Since the show is about get out your feelings, let's hear it.
All right, something to help me get out of my feelings. I have to, like you were saying something that resonated with me about having purpose on your mission. So sometimes when you're thinking solely about what it means to you, you have to think about the impact that you're having on other people and how you are influencing them. Like for me, my kids, they're watching. So I have to always keep that in mind and I move different, because it's not just about me.
Absolutely.
And
her kids are watching. Her daughter is here. Hey, daughter.
Yes.
I love the family. So, and that's a good point. Kids are watching, and that is a good reason to drop some of your feelings. We will follow our feelings behind our kids every day of the week. But the good thing is that if we can learn how to control them in front of them, they follow suit. They mimic us really, really well. You spoke about gimmicks and them not being in your music, and when I listen to your song, you really do get right to the point on a number of things. And I've been listening to your music, and I want to get right to the point. Where does it come from? Your music is different depending on the track you're playing. What's the inspiration behind it?
I think when I first started out, I was working with so many different producers all over the United States and ended up being, internationally as well. And so they have different sounds. It pulls a different feeling out of you. That's when I get in my feelings. It's kind of when I'm writing. They bring me back to different places in time. And so those are different emotions for me. And so then I can pull from my happiness, my anger, my curiosity, my sexiness or whatever vibe that the beat is striking with me. I can pull from that and really make it about that and how I feel in that moment. I'm not just me all the time. There's a happy me, there's a sad me. We're like multi-dimensional humans, and so I try to keep that in mind when I'm writing, so that I can share and have just an open book with other people, so that they can resonate and they can relate to me and understand that they're not alone in what they're going through. Even if it means I gotta put everything right there on the table about what I have going, because a lot of it I'm writing from my heart and my own personal experiences.
Well put. Thank you for that.
Definitely well put. So you spoke about that you hope for fans that are listening and support your endeavors so that you can bring awareness to impact significant importance on the issues. And as an artist, what are your important issues, things you want to bring awareness to?
Well, for me as an artist, I just want to use that as a platform, you know what I mean, to reach people. But just a lot of the things that concern me are the same things that concern everyday people. For me, kids are big because I have my own, and so there's a lot going on with poverty, child sex trafficking, human trafficking.
Absolutely.
I mean, I follow Operation Underground Railroad on Instagram. They're doing really good things. People don't want to speak on things that are sensitive issues or negative, and so then they just turn a blind eye. And the children need advocates, somebody to speak on their behalf. You know what I mean? So that's one of the major issues. Another would be mental health. Like a lot of, like they say, help the homeless and shelter them. And a lot of the issue is not that they can't go and apply for help. It's that they have mental issues that they can't get right.
Keeping
and they
them from getting right.
Exactly. Because if they knew how to do better, they would.
Exactly.
And so I think we just have to dig deeper and find better solutions rather than just scratching the surface and saying, oh, well, let's just fix it this way and we'll just make like a place to house them. They don't know where to go.
Right,
right. Good point.
That's really
and good issues. Sometimes we have, you know what, you work with artists sometimes and I'm trying to be rich, I'm trying to be famous, I want to go viral. And it's more or less like, what are you going to do with the platform? So I appreciate you talking about the fact that once you have the, you know, the platform, you want to send the message to the correct issues, if we want to talk about it that way. We talked a lot about this, and this is probably my reason for being one of your biggest fans, is the versatility. We hear people say, you know, pick a niche or find a sound, and you have not done that purposefully. You have the sound that you need for the track. My ask, because I looked at it, you seem like you have, besides rap and singing, pop, hip hop, you have international features and global, you know, extensions. Where is that coming from? How are you connecting with the folks that you are making international music with, and how do you choose who you feature? Right, that's a big deal. Working with artists, sometimes you get a feature on, and they're the reason why you feel like the track just didn't go anywhere. So features are important. How do you choose the feature? So this international plug-in, and then how are you saying this is the right person? This is where I need.
I'm very selective, so it's important how you choose so you're not wasting your time, your money, and theirs. Because if you're gonna make a track, you don't want it to sit dead in the water. You gotta put money behind it and push it. So for me, I've tried over several years breaking into the industry here, and I've listened to different genres of music, and I've watched it expand and turn into like a lot of different other genres that we can categorize things under. I never really could figure out what one I fall under. I guess it would be like many of them. But one of the things in the last few years that I've learned to love is Afro beats. Like, I love Afro beats, and I thought, oh my God, I want to make some music like that. I haven't touched on that yet, right? So naturally, I'm like listening. I'm hearing artists, and this artist Dotman came on, and he's in Nigeria, and I thought, I love this song. It became my jam. I put it on repeat, right? And so I thought, well, something told me, just reach out to him. Just reach out to him, see if he'll reply. Because a lot of times they won't reply if you're not blue check verified or whatever, you know. I got like, 20,000 plus followers, but
and y'all check her out at X _ReeZie, ReeZie. We'll make sure that she shouts out where to find her.
Heck yeah. So I just reached out to him, and my goodness, he replied.
Nice.
He replied. He put me in touch with his manager. And I've been communicating with him. And then I said, I really want an authentic beat. I don't want to get one of these online that's made in a whole nother. I want one from there. I want one that the artists there get. So Lush is the guy I go to for beats out there. He's also in Nigeria. Now, both of them have worked with larger artists. Olamide, Davido, you guys might have heard. So they're just, in my eyes, they're just as big as them,
Absolutely.
So, but I'm breaking in and doing that, and it turned out to be a really good sound.
It did.
I think I really liked it. It's one of my favorite songs of my own. You'll have to let me know what y'all think.
We definitely will.
Now playing it.
We definitely will. Everybody on the live, y'all let her know what y'all thinking about it. We got another track coming up for her before we get out of here. One thing I want to say, and just to piggyback off of the conversation, I love when people say piggyback. I don't know why. And when I say it, I always feel weird saying it. Like the piggyback. But really just to follow up with it, artists, if you didn't hear it, just really, and it's not an artist thing, it's just a person thing. Don't talk yourself out of it. Following feelings may have not had you make that call, but really don't think that you're not enough. You don't sit at the same table or whatever it may be. Make the phone call. Get out your feelings. Follow up. If somebody gives you their contact, you got the contact. Figure out what to do with it once that happens. So that was a good point. I had a conversation right before this where I didn't call back. I didn't feel like I had what I needed to get started. If they gave you the contact, make the call. So I appreciate that you did, and I enjoy the track. So thank you very much for that. Let's jump back into the vibe. We got some more time with X ReeZie coming up. You guys, let us know how you feeling out there. We do want to hear from you. We want to make sure. I see a couple people in the chat talked about the song, put some fire on it. So before we get out of here, we'll make sure to play one more for our audience. And guys, thank you for tuning in. The next one we got, just so you know, is Young Boy. It's one of your favorites.
One of my favorites.
By Kaden. Let's go.
In a
the coupe getting top from her best friend. She fell in love looking at my watch on my left wrist. Body know that I don't ever flop, get the message. I've been feeling lethal, baby, I just need your essence. Sticking bitches on my fucking crib, I don't feel bad. Got this whole over on my dick, get your bitch back. Brandon Louis bag is full of crips, watch that shit stack. Talking about this money got me lit, yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, baby, why you lying? I know you don't feel the same way. I don't even got the time to look you up in your face. Bitches like to listen, and I like to watch them rotate. Get it to my crib and now she telling me I'm so great. You can never cross me, no, I swear I'm looking both ways. Down in all these bottles, bitch, I swear I need some rosé. I've been way too broken, but now I swear that I'm okay. Little bitch tryna come back, but I had to tell her no way. In the coupe getting top from her best friend. She fell in love looking at my watch on my left wrist. Body know that I don't ever flop, get the message. I've been feeling lethal, baby, I just need your essence. In the coupe getting top from her best friend. She fell in love looking at my watch on my left wrist. Body know that I don't ever flop, get the message. I've been feeling lethal, baby, I just need your essence. All this money falling out the part of bed, don't need to talk shit. Catch me in a muscle on the beach, I'm by the ocean. You don't really feel me, wasn't there through all that old shit. Tryna pull up, I had to tell her I don't do that. I'm on money blue dash, I had to go through that. Smoking out exotic and you smoking on some booth pack. Only rock designer every day cause I can do that. You don't make jeans cause like 2 racks. Walk up in this bitch and they like, who that? Yeah, I know you don't really feel the same way. I've been getting bags, I've been fucking on some bad bitches. I've been driving fat wheels, hanging out with savages. Here on my tag, get it all when the racks is in. Yeah, you don't wanna get away with me, baby. You just drive me crazy and I've been going mad as shit. Only thing that's really gonna save us is some magic shit. That's some tragic shit. In the coupe getting top from her best friend. She fell in love looking at my watch on my left wrist. Body know that I don't ever flop, get the message. I've been feeling lethal, baby, I just need your essence. In the coupe getting top from her best friend. She fell in love looking at my watch on my left wrist. Body know that I don't ever flop, get the message. I've been feeling lethal, baby, I just need your essence.
What's good? It's your boy W over here with Classic at 702.5 FM. Nothing but productive vibes. Let's go.
Hey, you guys heard it. We want to make sure that you guys pay attention to the conversation. We got X ReeZie here, and we got another question for you.
We definitely got another question. So we like to ask our artists, if you could collab with anyone, no limitations, who would that collab be with?
Ooh, that's a tough one because there are so many artists that I admire, male and female, and for different reasons. It's really hard to give you one answer. Maybe her.
Oh, I think that just made me feel away.
That's her boo.
I love. Oh my God,
her
voice is amazing.
Conveys what she's feeling, and I'm hoping that in my music that people are picking it up like that because it gives me like feelings when I listen to that. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yes. I feel like it tells us a lot about an artist when they choose who they would collab with. Exactly. So I'll take her. No problem. One thing I want to say too is, who do you feel has a unique sound? And what I mean by unique, it doesn't mean that all their songs sound the same, but when you hear them, it's like, this sound, you can't even teach it. Like, this is a unique sound. I feel like artists sometimes ping in on people who have unique sounds. Do you have somebody that just kind of does it for you? Music that you can listen to at any feeling of the day.
That has me thinking.
That's a
good one.
I know exactly who mine would be, which is weird.
It's hard to think of a single artist, honestly. Just like
give us some influencers. Who do you pull inspiration from?
Well, that's easy. I definitely like old school artists like Lauryn Hill. I mean,
okay, high five over there.
They, like Lauryn. Artists nowadays, they flipping through them so fast. You know what I mean? It's hard to like anchor
Lauryn
in with
Hill,
anybody.
Erykah Badu, that's a different type of sound. You feel me? Listen,
when you're trying to think of it,
Eve back in the day.
Eve. Oh yeah,
because there weren't a lot of female artists, and they were really paving the way for female artists. So that was big for me because it's such a man's world. You know what I mean? Typically, so another like. People would compare me to like Left Eye. They said I maybe sound a little bit like Left Eye, but I had to appreciate like Missy Elliott and Queen Latifah. I really loved a lot of the female vocalists for paving the way because otherwise nobody would even care about X ReeZie, right?
Yeah. I don't know if you get this a lot, but I feel like you have like a nice like like soft rasp to your voice. Like I feel like I can hear it when you singing or you rapping or you going through, like there's a for sure undertone or rasp, like a different unique sound to your voice. So I can appreciate that. That was the reason for the question.
Okay.
Right. What's next for X ReeZie?
I gotta put together a video with Dotman for this track that's gonna blow up.
Yes.
I just know everybody's gonna love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What you think about a visual, like a video type of deal? You gonna put out a video for the single?
Yeah, I have a videographer in mind in LA. And I'm gonna have to just fly him out there and meet him out there and put that together. I gotta conceptualize it and everything. I just know who I want involved right now.
Nice.
Is putting together the budget, because it's gonna be bigger than my last one, which is on YouTube for Say Less.
Yes.
I don't know if you got a chance to watch that.
I did.
But that was my very first music video. I directed it, and I don't know. It took me so long. I really wanted it to be right. I don't like to half step when I do things.
Absolutely.
So that was good for me, and they gave me like creative rights to direct it, and so I was happy, and I got to hire the actors and the models and the choreographer, and we learned the choreography. It was amazing. It was fun. The experience alone was worth it, and so I know the next one is going to be even better.
Yes.
I'm really excited for that one.
You look excited. It look like it got you on your chair. The chair starts swinging in here. That means
you excited. Like, yeah.
We in a good place. You guys, this rotation is one of the hottest ones on the planet. As you can hear, our artists, they have a mission, they have purpose, and you're listening to a productive vibe on Hot 702.5, where we really do vibe productively. We don't want to, short stop the vibe itself. We thank X ReeZie for talking with us.
Yes.
Before we get her out of here, let's play one more track while she's in the studio, and then ask her that famous question. Let folks know where to find somebody as talented as you when they need some good music, because you got it.
Absolutely.
The next song is going to be LSDs. You guys, look out for this video. It's coming at the end of the month. I'll make sure it's tagged down in the conversation that we're having today. But LSDs by W. Check it out.
There ain't no telling how we feeling on the inside. So we get high if I send an invite. Tell me, will you come or will you run? Will you come or will you run? I like to live my life so stress free. Don't press me. I just pop through tabs of LSD. I've been on the trip and we about to hit the road now. How come every time I hit the gas you tell me slow down? Catch me in your city, treated like I'm in my hometown. Used to feel like I was missing out, but hey, I'm whole now. Whoa now, let go of that past shit. I don't know it all, and what they think is all imagined. Everything is beautiful, I just think that you should know. Growing is your rebirth, and the old you needs a funeral. Me, myself, and I, yes, we came here together. Everyone would change, but let's change. There ain't no telling how we feeling on the inside. So we get high if I send an invite. Tell me, will you come or will you run? Will you come or will you run? There ain't no telling how we feeling on the inside. So we get high.
Hey, you guys check out LSDs when you guys get an opportunity. Video dropping soon. Get out your feelings. This talk in the first half of it was really about getting out your feelings. The other half of it for me was, controlling my emotions and feelings when you have someone next to you that's really sending a good message and has a good sound. We want to talk about getting out your feelings when we think about, getting out your own way. Sometimes we're just in our own way. There's no other way to describe it. It just happens sometimes. But get out your feelings, get out your own way, and make sure that you control your feelings enough that you can recognize how to make plays, how to get to the very next step. Appreciate the process so you can really accept the outcome.
Yes, y'all. This was a really good talk. X ReeZie, we want to thank you for being a part and vibing with us. It was such a pleasure to have you on the show today. If you could just let everybody know where to find you, your social media, things of that sort.
Yeah, so you can find me on Instagram, X_ReeZie. That's X_ReeZie. On Instagram, I'm on YouTube. Some of my songs that I've already released are everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, just all the major ones. Pandora. I have my own X ReeZie radio on Pandora, so you can tune into that too and hear some of my old songs. That's where to find me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
Just
you.
so you hear from me, X ReeZie is welcome back whenever she would like. She has a seat. X ReeZie, when you throw out some new music, you're trying to push it across, you got the video going, check back out with us. Even if you want to call in and just tell people where to find it, where
Absolutely.
to look at it, we want to welcome you back to the seat for sure. So
Appreciate
we
that.
appreciate that for sure. You guys, before we get out of here, let me make sure you know how to tap in with Quinn and I. Quinn is on IG. She's at Quins_Shoutique. Connect with the studio at nextplay.ent. Head over to the website. That's www.npmentertainment.com. And listen, artists, continue to send the heat. Send in the classics, the whatever it may be for you guys, the old music, the new music you're just not sure about and trying to figure out, is it worth the push? We'll let you know. And major shout out to all the folks that contributed to the vibe today, because it was a vibe. This is the hottest rotation on the planet. And this is going to be the last one. It doesn't mean that, it's the end for anybody. It's actually the beginning for whoever got next. And we want you here on the hot seat. All right, Say Less by X ReeZie. You guys, thank you for joining us today. We're out of here.
Buddy on the track.
Seeing is believing. Say less, let me see it. Let your actions do the speaking. Show me that you mean it. Ain't gotta say much, did what you did. What's done is done, is what it is. That ain't enough, I'll paint the picture. You was out for blood like I was in to get hurt. I ain't asked for much, just a heart to hold and someone.